And just a few reasons why sleep is important, first of all. So in our busy lives, sleep is often the first things we overlook, especially again as busy moms, but quality sleep is vital to our physical and emotional health. So reason number one, it's vital. Sleep does help our brains function. So when we get a good night's sleep, we're definitely more alert and clear-headed. So tasks such as learning, problem solving, and decision making are definitely easier. But when we lose sleep, kind of our brains kind of slow down. We're more foggy and kind of that brain fog that we've all experienced, I'm sure, and we're definitely more slow to react. Chronic sleep loss can impair our judgment, leading to serious accidents. One of the highest risks for car accidents is driving while you're sleep deprived. Reason number two, sleep is important. It does keep our emotions in check. When we're fully rested, we're better able to control our emotions and behavior. So I think of a toddler when they haven't had their afternoon nap. They're not very cooperative. They have temper tantrums. The smallest things can set them off, and it's the same with adults. Obviously we can control our emotions a little bit better than toddlers, but it's kind of the same, very similar to how a toddler reacts when they're sleep deprived. Sleep deficiency is also linked to increased risk of depression, suicide, and risky behavior. Reason number three, good quality sleep does reduce disease risk. So people with ongoing sleep deprivation, which is less than 7 hours a night, have an increased risk of heart disease, kidney disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, and stroke. In addition, lack of sleep also affects our immune system. So as we're approaching the height of the cold and flu season, having chronic sleep deprivation can definitely increase your risks of getting a common cold and flu and the symptoms lingering for much longer than they would if you were getting adequate quality sleep. Fourth reason, sleep does keep weight under control. So sleep deprivation affects our body's ability to regulate appetite hormones. So those who have poor sleeping habits tend to have bigger appetites and eat more than those who are not sleep deprived. So there was a study in the Journal of Sleep that revealed that adults who are sleep deprived were 55% more likely to become obese. So if that's not a good reason to invest in quality sleep, then I don't know what is. And what is quality sleep? The Centers for Disease Control do recommend that adults get between 7 to 9 hours of sleep. So we at Evolve strive for 7+. So if you're anywhere in that range, just 7 to 9 hours, then you are doing great. And that does mean quality sleep. So it doesn't factor in the amounts of times that you wake up in a night. So we like to shoot for those 7 hours being consistent throughout the night. So one thing that we advised for you to get quality sleep and have an easier time going to bed and falling asleep at night is striving for no screen time 30 minutes before bed. And why that is important is, so reason number one, checking your phone stimulates your brain. You're more active and awake when you have a screen in front of you. Even just a quick check can engage your brain and delay sleep. Your mind can stay active and engaged long after you've scrolled through social media or responded to a few work emails. And it's not just the alertness you get from late night social media sessions, it's thinking about or feeling your phone going off under your pillow. So if you feel that buzzing and it's a work email coming in, your mind is going to dwell on that and you're going to think, oh, I got to check that. That's something I can't miss. It's listening for that email chime, letting you know that you're missing out on something. Or if you have a project due the next day, and that's the last thing that you do right before you sleep, your mind's going to be thinking about that instead of getting ready and prepared for a restful night's sleep. The effects of blue light is reason number 2 to avoid screen time. So exposure to blue light can affect your internal body clock and throw off your circadian rhythm. So the circadian rhythm is in tune with light and dark. So that's why we typically feel more tired at night when the sun starts to set, and when you feel more energized in the morning when it's light. Has a lot to do too in the winter when there's less daylight hours. I don't know about everybody, but that's kind of when I like to hunker down at home more often and can stay at home, but it's due to the decrease in daylight hours. Research has also found a correlation between suppressed levels of melatonin and exposure to blue light. So melatonin is a hormone responsible for controlling your sleep-wake cycle. So when your body runs low on melatonin, you can experience insomnia, tiredness during the day, and irritability as well. And your emotional response is reason number 3. Going to bed and falling asleep should be a peaceful, happy, and relaxing experience. So engaging with your phone too close to bedtime can negatively impact those feelings. You probably, know what it's like to scroll through Facebook right before bed and see something that makes you upset or stressed out. So unsurprisingly, stress and anxiety are often 2 major reasons for disrupted sleep. Even seeing something right before bed that makes you happy can trigger a response that prolongs falling asleep, which consequently delays REM sleep. These emotions can leave you staring at the ceiling for hours, feeling wide awake, instead of, I think a lot of times we get on our phone thinking that I'll just kind of like zone out and that will calm me down and prepare me to sleep. But as we see, it actually does the opposite effect. So some helpful tips, we're definitely not saying don't scroll on your phone at night. And I know as parents and moms, that's often a lot of times the only break that we get in a day to kind of sit down and veg out, if you will, and relax and scroll through social media. So if that's kind of one thing that you tend to reach for to help you kind of calm down and relax and unwind after a long, busy day, feel free to do that. Take the time that you need and like to use social media and utilize your phone, but kind of don't use it right up until you shut the light off and go to bed. Instead, kind of set a time limit. Say, I'm going to scroll on my phone for 30-45 minutes, and then I will put my phone away and do some other things that will help prepare your body and mind to relax more, to be able to fall asleep a little easier in the last 30-45 minutes before you go to bed. So when you're done with your screen time, you could leave your phone outside of the bedroom, set a bedtime alarm, and put your phone in do not disturb mode. And it's set like that until your alarm goes off. That's what I do, so I don't get late night phone calls. I have a brother that is a night owl and likes to call me at 10:30 p.m., but that's not when I'm feeling my best mentally. So I put my phone on do not disturb, so any call or text won't come through. I'll see it in the morning when that do not disturb mode is shut off. And then have a bedtime rule for yourself or your entire family. So, no cell phones after 9 p.m., 8 p.m., whatever that set time limit is. And, if everyone is on the same schedule, you have more of that accountability to not use your phone so late at night. So I hope I know that was kind of a short and sweet presentation on sleep, but I hope that some of these tips were helpful and the benefits of sleep kind of resonated with you. And if sleep is something that you often struggle with, and sometimes with sleep, things happen that are out of our control, like, little kids waking up in the middle of the night, climbing into bed with us, whatever that may be. So, that happens, that's life. But when you can focus on good sleep, we hope that these helpful tips of avoiding screen time is definitely something that you could try utilizing and seeing if that helps you get more quality, better sleep, so you can function at your best. So if you have any other questions on how to get a good night's sleep, or any other questions on the benefits or why sleep is important, don't hesitate to reach out to Sierra, Jess, or myself. And we hope that you're enjoying the Busy Moms Challenge with the hydration goal of yesterday and then sleep with today. And I look forward to just reading all the comments about how sleep is going for everybody personally, and look forward to seeing everybody again soon. So enjoy your Tuesday. Bye-bye.